Hear now the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark, the 10th chapter. Glory to you, O Lord. Some Pharisees wanted to test Jesus. So they came up to him and asked him if it was right for a man to divorce his wife. Jesus asked them, "What does the law of Moses say about that?" They answered, "Moses allows a man to write out divorce papers and send his wife away." Jesus replied, "Moses gave you this law because you are so heartless. But in the beginning, God made man and woman. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and gets married. He becomes like one person with his wife. Then they are no longer two people, but one. And no one should separate a couple that God has joined together." When Jesus and his disciples were back in the house, they asked him what he had said. He told them, "A man who divorces his wife and marries someone else is unfaithful to his wife. A woman who divorces her husband and marries again is also unfaithful." Some people brought their children to Jesus so he could bless them by placing his hands on them. But his disciples told the people to stop bothering him. When Jesus saw this, he became angry and said, "Let the children come to me. Don't try to stop them. People who are like these little children belong to the kingdom of God. I promise you that you cannot get into God's kingdom unless you accept it the way these children do." Then Jesus took the children in his arms and he blessed them by placing his hands on them. The Gospel of our Lord.
Praise to you, O Christ.
You may be seated. Grace, peace, and mercy be to you from our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
On the surface, we see this text as being all about marriage and divorce. Would you agree? Yes. But we know that we never just look at a text on the surface, right? Right. Yes, it lifts up that God sanctifies marriage and does not like divorce, because the reality is God does not like anything that interferes with loving relationships. Amen?
Amen.
Our gospel reading today, when we look a little deeper, is actually about two things: rules versus relationships. Rules versus relationships. And to make the point, God shows us two extremes. Two groups of people in the Middle Ancient East who couldn't have been more opposite. Verses 2 through 12, we have the Pharisees. They're known for their brilliance, for their wisdom, their hype and pious ways of living. You could also argue they are known for their cunning and guiltiness. And then verses 13 through 16, we have the kids. Small, innocent, not yet educated or wise, not yet conditioned to the ways of the world, totally dependent. Each of these groups has a way of coming to Jesus. Each of these groups has a separate and different relationship with our Lord. The Pharisees, with man-made ways and rules, and knowledge, impressive skills, condition, if you will. And the kids, pure, Holy Spirit-led, totally reliant upon God, with nothing of earthly value that they could offer to God. We start with the Pharisees. A group of these well-learned teachers come to meet Jesus in Judea. And Mark tells us right away why they come to Jesus. They come because they want to test Jesus, which is often the case when the Pharisees meet up with Jesus. And the question this morning is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife? Now that seems like a pretty straightforward question, doesn't it? Would you agree? It seems pretty straightforward. But it isn't. It is in reference to a well-documented debate that had been going on in the Jewish community of Jesus' day. There was a huge argument over how to interpret a rather obscure passage in the Old Testament law in Exodus 24. The gist of that passage was, Moses said, if a man gives a certificate of divorce to his wife for something indecent, and she remarries, and either gets divorced again, or the guy dies, she cannot go back to her first husband. And this is the big debate. A rabbi named Shammai said that indecency should be interpreted as infidelity. So divorce could only come about if there was unfaithfulness. and why they thought it was all right. That was an airtight trap for Jesus. If Jesus answered according to Shammai, they would come at him with Hillel. And if he answered with Hillel, they would hammer him with Shammai. And if Jesus says never divorce, then they have a slam dunk case, saying you are going against Moses. But as we know, things never work out for the Pharisees when they try to trick Jesus. And he goes back to answering that question by asking them a question. What did Moses command you? And they start to fall back on their heels and they said, Moses allowed a man to write a certificate of divorce and to send her away. Then Jesus leans into them and he says to them, because of your hardness in heart, he wrote this commandment. But from the beginning of creation, God created male and female. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they're no longer two, but one. Therefore what God has joined together, let not man separate. He says in essence, first off, this discussion isn't about a certificate of divorce. Moses let you issue those, so there could be some semblance of order in the community. But he didn't say, just because you are allowed to do it, that you should do it whenever you feel like it. Secondly, Jesus was offended at the nature of this discussion. Because of arguing about the finer points of the law and trying to make a case for when it's okay to divorce or not okay to divorce, they stopped seeing the bigger picture. He makes it clear here that they're working so hard and getting so worked up about the issue of trying to make themselves feel better about divorcing and how to make it easier to get a piece of paper that certifies that they end up forsaking God's call and God's mission to see the blessing in relationships, especially the blessing in marriage, the honor of marriage. And instead of seeing the heartbrokenness about divorce, or working towards caring for people who are hurt by divorce, or loving people who are having trouble in their relationships and their marriages, they're wasting their time and their energy by endlessly looking for loopholes, or technicalities, if you will. Ways of making themselves feel better about breaking the covenant relationship. He was reminding them and us that their focus was on self-centered manipulation and justification, and not what was at the heart of the matter. A loving relationship. A loving relationship with God. A loving relationship with one another. Do we ever do that? Do we ever find ourselves trying to manipulate God's design for our lives? Do we ever find ourselves trying to justify, trying to find those loopholes, especially when God's plans and our plans collide? You know those times when we want to be in this direction, but we know God wants us in that direction? Do we ever do that when we know we're not living up to God's expectations and God's call and empowerment in our lives? Today we're celebrating climate in the pulpits across Maryland. As you think about your relationship with creation, how do you cultivate a loving relationship with this world, with all that God has entrusted us to be stewards of? In our reading from Hebrews, the author lifts up Jesus' relationship with God and with us. Jesus is described as the heir of all creation, going on to ensure that our understanding that Jesus, God's love made flesh, that came into this world, is God's agent in and for this earth. Psalm 8 goes on to give us the hierarchy, if you will, to understand that there's Jesus, and then there are angels, and then there's humankind. And that humankind is crowned with honor and glory, and everything is put under our feet. Now sometimes when we hear those words, when we think about that image, we might tend to think that we have power to subdue and to dominate creation. But we're reminded today, it's not about domination. It's about our loving relationship with Christ and creation. A relationship that parallels Christ's loving relationship with us as he comes to this world. Born in a manger, only to hang on a cross and be raised 3 days later to ensure that we are forgiven. to ensure that we are loved. So how are we doing on nurturing that relationship with creation? How are we doing as individuals in our lives? As part of St. Peter's Lutheran Church, or whatever church you belong to? How are we doing as the gathered body of Christ? Called and empowered to go out those doors, to be the church, to love and to care for creation in the ways that God loves and cares for us. How do we love and care for creation? In the same manner that our Lord loves and cares for us. Yesterday was the commemoration of St. Francis. Who knows who St. Francis is? St. Francis of Assisi, exactly. He's well known for his love of animals, correct? And part of that commemoration yesterday, we had a blessing of the animals here at St. Peter's. And we blessed our pets that we brought in. But you know, beyond that, he is a lover and an advocate for all of creation, for the care and well-being of all that God has blessed us with. This entire universe and all that's in it. How do we care not only for our pets, but for all living things, for the animals, the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, the plants and vegetation that God has entrusted us with? Do we look for ways to bend those rules, to focus on our needs? Or do we focus on our loving relationship with Christ and creation? How about simple things like cutting down waste, turning off light switches, reducing, reusing, recycling? God won't mind if I be a little bit lazy today and make up for it next week, right? God won't notice if I throw those recyclables in the garbage can because it's just a little bit easier. God won't mind that I left the garage light on for 3 days just because I didn't feel like going in and turning it off. Right? How do we use our natural resources? How do we focus on the pollution, clean and sustainable energy, conservation, our call as stewards, to not only focus on what we know and understand, but to explore and support the new ways, to be better stewards of all God has entrusted us with. It's not just about focusing on our interests or those things that we buy into. It's about allowing God to work in, through, and around us, to care for all creation, to love and care for it the way God loves and cares for us. In the second part of our text today, Jesus lifts up that our loving relationships with God, with one another, and with creation must not be approached like it is from the scholars, the kings, the warriors, the Pharisees, but rather like the children. Remembering that on our own we have nothing. Our hands are empty. We are dependent on God's grace and mercy and love and forgiveness to navigate all relationships. May God continue to open our hearts and our minds, to empty us from our self-serving justifications, manipulations, and looking for technological loopholes, and enable us to find new ways to nurture and strengthen our loving relationships with God, with one another, and with this world that He has blessed us with. Amen.